Hello everyone, Jurassic Man here, and today I got a very special review because after, I guess a year, maybe after I first discovered this guy, I finally tracked him down. Very cheap price. Sadly I ordered the side effect, but I'll talk about that later in the review. And it is the Jurassic Park Series 2 1994 version of the Utahraptor. Probably one of the top 5 most sought after Jurassic Park toys, Kenner Days, between the Red Rex, the Series 2 Young Rex, the Carnotaurus, and this guy, which I'm pretty sure that's the ranking. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna replace the Red Rex with either the Bull or the Mega Rex, or maybe the Lost World Carnotaurus. Either way, this guy is a hard guy to find, and I am very happy I found him. Out of all the places I found him, I can't believe it, I found him in Mexico. It's kind of odd. I don't even think they sold the Series 2 line. You know, other countries differ. But anyways, I'll talk about that story later. As I'm about to say, this guy is in great condition, and I'm very happy to finally get him. There are some stuff I gotta mention about him, but I'll get into that in a bit. A little announcement. I may vary the videos in time, meaning they'll be spanned out more. So then again, I only get like 15 views per video, so yeah, there's that. So let's get right into the review. One thing to note out is that this guy is huge, like really huge. My hands are pretty big hands, so this guy is literally the extent of half my hand right there. And here's a comparison with Alan Grant, the Raptor expert, I guess you could say. And you can see how dwarfed he is by this Raptor. Before I start doing comparison, let me just get right into the review of this guy. Or Growl, depending on what you say. So it came out for Series 2. Yeah, this is actually my only Series 2 dinosaur I have in my collection that is not a repaint of a Series 2 dinosaur, like the Lycanops or anything else. So, one thing I like to say is that I love its patterning. Let's get right into the colorations. See, the colorations on the video, it's bright orange or brown, similar to the young Rex, but actually it's orange. Just it's very light orange for me. She has red eyes, and you can see over here. A little hard to focus right now for some reason, but you can see pure red eyes with a chomping mouth, slashing claws. She has 2 points of articulations if you don't count the legs, and she comes in this coloration, like I mentioned again, with this orange coloration here with these black splotches and patterings. It goes in sort of a tiger stripe from the head, but very down over it just turns to splotches, and then back here in the tail. And like I said, it even goes down to the tail. Underneath it is this very light white coloration from the tip of the chin all the way to the tip of the tail, even on the side of the legs, as you can see over here. It has these huge toe claws, which I forgot to mention, it's probably 4 to 6 points of articulation, because these toe claws move as well. We don't get that from the other raptors, and I really wish we did. And just like most of the Kenner dinosaurs, this guy is mainly rubber. Other than his legs, his teeth, the inside, and his arms, oh, and the battery cassette, this guy is pure rubber. There's no stuffing in the tail. I think there's some right here in the base, but after that it's just pure floppy rubber, which a lot of people don't like because the Series 2 version of this guy and not the repaint, or I could say retooled version, has more stuff in it. His head, there's nothing inside the head. It's just squishy in there. The only thing hard are its mouths and the underside. It does have the slits on the side of the mouth, just like most of the dinosaurs in the line. There's a little hole. Let me get that in there. There's a little hole back there, and I think that's the speaker. But we'll get into the electronics in a bit. And yeah, it looks the same pretty much in both ways, except for the JP mark on the left leg. As it says right here, this is JP.22. So if you have a 22 around you, you know which guy this is. I'd love to finish that Series 1 and 2 collection. I'm almost close to finishing Series 1, so let's get that a bit. So, yeah, this guy is a really cool figure. He's big, he is huge, and he has a nice action feature, which we'll get into. Now, the action feature goes along with the electronic features, but... And here's the sad part, as I'm about to say. He does not work. It's a bit depressing, but he does not work. I hear people say it's similar to that of the Screaming Raptor, but slightly higher. And if you don't believe me that, you could probably look it up in other videos of this guy, or maybe the JP Toys website. I'll put a link in the description, and you guys can check it out. But what you're supposed to do is that back here behind this bone, and no, not that kind of bone, but an actual bone in the pelvis, back here there's a small soft ridge right on top or in front of the barcode, which is scanner and such, and you press that there and his legs kick forward like so. And in the process of that, he would scream, as his head mechanics do work, but sadly she or he does not. The same thing again, you just kick the legs and they go forward. They go as far as up here to the side, close to where the screws are, and this leg goes this far, but it can go a bit further as to there, but that's as far as it can go. And to put it back together, you just pull the left leg back and it clocks back in. Now, I've seen some pictures that this guy can stand, but however this one does not. So the best way I do it is like this, or a way which is kind of complicated and takes me time to put in. But if you get the toe claws in a certain position, kink the back legs back, and she or he will stand symmetrically like that. But like I said, that takes a while to put in, so yeah. One thing to know, that every dinosaur I have always seem to have a very loose leg. It's sort of a thing that you get over time, and I think even new ones have that. It's just a sort of toy way, you know. You can't have a perfect toy without a loose leg. Says not everyone, or everyone in a way. But yeah, that's this guy. He has a very amazing paint job, very amazing articulations, and one cool thing is that this guy is sharp. Like, it's just very pokey in the front. A little chewed off on this toe claws right here, but they're very nice toys. And they can go in a range about 50 to 100, or if you want it in this box, which just goes to 200 to 500, which I've seen on eBay. Not as expensive as the Carnotaurus in box, but definitely up there, along with the Gallimimus too, which is also another rare one, and probably another sought after one. May replace the fifth one with Gallimimus as my top 5 rare toys to get from Kenner of dinosaurs. So let's get right into comparisons. Let's compare her with a Series 2 or Series 1 Velociraptor, which I managed to acquire in Mexico as well. And as you can see, she is massive compared to the Velociraptor. If anything, this is probably average height, since the Utahraptor stands slightly taller than a human in real life, and a Velociraptor would be the size of a turkey. So, if anything, you could view this in a more accurate way if you don't picture the whole Jurassic Park-esque sort of way. I'll maybe do a review on this guy, or just a small comparison with his Lost World counterpart, because there are some differences with this guy, mainly just from repaints. I already showed you Alan Grant, but I'm going to show you another giant raptor. The Utah itself is the largest raptor of its species, but the largest Velociraptor we get, or should I say, I forgot, but it's that creature from the Jurassic Park, the game from Telltale. But it is the largest Velociraptor we ever get. Of course, it's lukewarm, so it doesn't have toe claws unlike this guy. He has posable toe claw. You do not have any of that. So, ew. And to compare with another jumbo-sized dinosaur is the Paki from the Lost World. Just like its Lost World counterpart and it gets this repaint, the Packy is blown up to bits. Or, in a way, I'm not saying that. But, like the Utah, the Packy is blown up and just dwarfs its original counterpart. I mean, if they did release a Velociraptor or Utahraptor for humans in scale, it would probably be slightly taller, like around here, not this giant T-Rex size. And speaking of T-Rex size, whoops, let's compare her with the Thrasher T-Rex from the Lost World. And even though it's huge and blown up in its proportions, the Thrasher still dwarfs it even when it's not crouching in this position. I gotta say, it's very impressive that even the T-Rex still dwarfs most of the predators. Hopefully one day we will get another dinosaur that could probably rival T-Rex. But we already had like 2 of them and some people don't like them. Now, even though this is the biggest Raptor toy they've made, it does not compare to another Raptor figure, or should I say puppet. This is the Lost World Raptor puppet, and it dwarfs the Utah in size. You can even pick it up. Now, I will do a review on this puppet, and it's pretty big. I might not even need the tripod for a review for him or her, but yeah. And as you guys can say, that's the end of the review. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to like and comment and to keep watching my videos. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Come on, just stand for that. She's not gonna stand. Oh well, see ya.